fine? Okay, fine, fine. Okay. I hope you all are fine. Okay. We will just start. Okay. Can you see the screen? I'll minimize. Can you see the screen? Just wait a minute. Sure. This one. Sure. Okay. Welcome to the class, children. Okay. My name is Rashmi Bukane from Mithagar Marg, Mumbai Public School. And today we will begin the session. But before that, we will take a short prayer. And the prayer is visible to you on the screen. So join your hands. Okay. Wait a minute. Next to that. Next to that. Give me a peace of mind as I prepare for this time of study, of this time that is available to me. Inside that, I might understand what I'm studying and help me to remember when the time comes. Now, children, why we took this prayer? As we are getting preparation for the study. Okay. So now we will start the topic. And after that, now what is today's date? I just want to share something knowledgeable with you. Today's day is what? 13th Feb. What is today's date? 13th February. So 13th February, importance of the day is it's celebrated as the birth anniversary of Nightingale of India, that is Sarojini Naidu. Have you heard Sarojini Naidu name? Okay, yeah. So 13th February. Today is 13th February, the birth anniversary of Nightingale of India, Sarojini Naidu. She was a great social worker. She was born of 13th February 1879 in Hyderabad. So this was today's importance of the day. You can write it down just for the knowledge. Okay. The small water bodies. What is this? These are the small water bodies and oceans. First one is puddle. Second one is pond. Third one is lake. Fourth one is river. And fifth one is sea. Okay. I think you all have seen all these things. Pond, lake, river, sea. Now, for example, I don't know about Mulund, but in Thane, it is also called as a lake of city. City of lake, sorry. There are many lakes and it is a mesmerizing place and attractive things. Many of the people, they come here to visit. For example, I can give few names. Masunda Talav, it's there near Thane station. Upon Lake is there and Kachrali Lake is there. at Pachpakhadi, this kind of lakes, and really it's attractive places. Now we will move to the first one, that is puddle. Puddle, it forms in rainy season. Okay, it forms in rainy season, the water collected at one place. Second is pond. Pond means what? It is a place filled with water, artificial or naturally. Third one is lake. Lake is what? It is a larger area of a water body surrounded by land. Means beside there is a land, and in the middle it is a largest water body. Fourth is river. River is what? A natural flowing water course, and especially it is a fresh water that connected to the sea, lakes, and oceans. And last is sea. Sea is what? It is a interconnected system of all the earth's ocean water, because it's a large amount of water presented over there. Okay, next our topic is at the bottom of the ocean, what is under the sea. So now student, we will come to know, you will be acquainted with the many of the things what is there at the bottom of the ocean, and the subtopic they have asked the question, what is there under the sea. So we are going to see the, means we are going to explore the nature at the beneath of the ocean. Okay, now what is this ocean? Okay, first one is ocean, and next is waves. Waves, you have, all of you have seen. If some of them they have visited beach and all, they might have seen the waves. High tide and low tides are the two types of waves. And ocean, say look at the waves. These are the waves, and now I will just tell you, when the waves comes to and fro, okay, when it moves to and fro, the rocks below the sea level, it is there, so they gets eroded by each other, and it forms a pebble. What it forms? A pebble. Pebble means a round shaped, spherical shaped rocks. That is only we find below the sea level, not on our normal land. On our land, there are the rocks, there are the stones, which are pointed and of various shapes. But below the sea surface, below the waves, we find the pebbles that is of spherical shape, or they are very, slippery. Why? Because they are under the water always, and the waves coming to and fro makes them erode and make it slippery. Okay. Now this is a definition of ocean. Now what is ocean? It is there in your exercise, and you have to define what is an ocean. An ocean is a water body, is a body of salt water. Sorry. Now salt water means what? Salt means what? Everyone know? Everyone knows about salt water? Okay, we use in cooking, correct? At our home. So an ocean is a body of salt water. It consists of salt, and it has no boundaries. Now what is the meaning of boundaries? It has no fencing, it has no boundaries. It's limitless. Limitless means no limit. It has a limitless volume, and it's the largest water body. Now, for example, in the previous slide, we have seen pond, lake, river, and sea. So, as compared to all this, ocean is the largest water body. So, if somebody asks you what which is the largest water body from all the water bodies or all the water resources, the ocean is the largest water body. Okay. Now, children, just keep in mind that this all whatever I'm showing you, it's not in your textbook. It's beyond the textbook, just for the sake of your knowledge. Understood? Now we have seen the definition of oceans. Now these are the names of ocean in the order of their size. There are only 5 oceans. How many are there? See, it has been written in bold letters, 5. So don't forget about it. So there are only 5 oceans in the world. in the order of size, largest to smallest. Now, what is the meaning of this largest to smallest? Means from largest size to the smallest size. It has been arranged. Okay. So the first one is the Pacific Ocean. Why it is first one? Because it is the largest. Second is the Atlantic Ocean. Third is the Indian Ocean. Fourth, the Southern Ocean. And fifth, the Arctic Ocean. If you want, you can write it down. It's the sake of knowledge. Knowledge also has no boundary. It's limitless. Has like ocean. Knowledge is like an ocean. Okay. Next, the Southern Ocean was approved in 2000 by the International. Now it is a fourth ocean. It has been approved just recently in the year of 2000. That's why it has been mentioned over here. So this is the main sequence of the Pacific Ocean you have to keep in mind, because Pacific is the largest, then Atlantic, then Indian, then Southern, then Arctic. Okay. Sea. Now children, this is your textual part. Okay. The sea is very deep. There are many plants and animals in the sea. Some of them are very small. We cannot see them with our eyes. Okay. Now, what's given here? It's not a definition. They have informed us that what is there in the sea. Sea is very deep, we know, because now in further slides we will see that how deep is the sea. Now we have visited beach and all. So beach is just the toppest part. It is at the topmost. Because when we move further, deep by deep, the land is not flat. It is ups and downs, same like on the earth land. Now the sea is very deep. There are many plants and animals. Same as like on the land, we are having different plants, different animals. Okay, same way it is there in the sea. Some of them are very small that we cannot see them with our eyes. We cannot see them with our eyes. So how we can see that? With the help of microscope. But it's not possible for all. Okay. Now definition. What is the definition? A sea is a part of an ocean that is partially surrounded by land. Okay. Partially means half. And if it is totally surrounded, it is called an inland sea. That is Caspian Sea and Aral Sea. So you can just search on the Google and you can see the images of this Caspian Sea and Aral Sea. Okay. A very big sea is called an ocean. Now in the previous slide, we have seen what is sea and its definition. Sea is very deep and all and all. Now, what is an ocean? A large amount of water body. A very big sea is called an ocean. And if we go deep down in the ocean, there is no sunlight. Now you can see in this image, students. All right. See, the sunlight cannot penetrate at the base. There is no sunlight means what? Actual, there is a sunlight, but only the thing they wants to say, ki the sunlight cannot penetrate at the bottom of the ocean. It's so deep and it's so dark and quiet. What's the meaning of this dark and quiet? Dark means if there is no sunlight, there is no light. Okay. We cannot say that we will put over bulbs and there will make a light. Nothing like that. So sunlight is what? It's a natural source of light. It cannot penetrate at the base because the large amount of water and it is very deep. So that's why at the bottom of the ocean, it is dark and literally it is quiet. Okay. Underwater life. Now, underwater life means what? The living creatures, underwater creatures. That is there. Many are there. Fish, turtles, and we will see further. But underwater life is all they are also having life and they are living their life in shoals or in a school. For example, group. I want to say in short. There are fishes, turtles, and many strange and beautiful animals. Now, students, tell me why the word strange has been used over here. Any idea? No idea? Okay. Strange means what? Something new, which are unknown to us. Okay. So there are fishes, turtles, and many. Some of the fish, some of the living creatures of the underwater life, we are familiar with that. No doubt in that. But some of them, they are literally strange and beautiful. Strange means it's some of them they are awkward looking, some of them they are beautiful, which are new to us. Okay. Now this is a coral reef. What is called as? This is all whatever images I'm showing to you. It is all at the bottom of the ocean. Okay, deep down. This is called as coral reef. Now see, I have mentioned previously that what is underwater forest. As we are living on our planet, we are living on the land, we can see various forests. You might be knowing the forest names also. Various forest are, trees are there, plants are there, weeds are there. Means wanted, unwanted, many plants are there. And see, it is not plain. There are big rocks, there are unwanted plants, there are weeds, many things are there. So underwater, it is also like a forest. As on the land, we are seeing the grassland, that all we can see. Same way, underwater forest also consists of many plants and other living creatures. But why the word forest has been used? Any idea? What is the meaning of forest? As per your knowledge, what is the meaning of forest? Forest, जहाँ पे trees है. Okay. So forest means what comes to our mind? Forest means trees, grass, big trees, huge trees, short trees means everywhere greenery that becomes a forest. Same way it consists here at the bottom of the ocean. Underwater forest. That's why it's called. This is the underwater life. Okay. These are the group of sharks. Now here I just want to go beyond our topic. Okay, let the sound complete. Okay. Now, children's, what you can see over here? What you can see? There are many fish at one place. Okay, these are the group of sharks. Now here I will just go beyond the topic of English and I will move to the form of collective noun. I just want to explain you the difference between the shoal and the school. Now in collective noun we use the words shoal of fish and school of fish. Now what is the difference between shoal of fish and school of fish? Both are used for the group only, but there is a difference. Now, what is the difference? Shoal of fish is used when the group of fish living together for some social interactions. So that is called a shoal of fish. And what is a school of fish? Any idea? You will say we are in school. So fishes are also going to school. No, nothing like that. What is the meaning of school over here? Have you seen dolphins? Dolphins, have you seen? Okay. Goldfish. Goldfish. Some of them they keep it as a fish tank at home. Okay, fine. So these are some of the fish. They go from one place to another in their groups. Okay, means what they do, they navigate from one place to another in a group. So that is called a school. What is called school? So what is the difference between shoal? Shoal means what? They are in a group. but they are living together for some social interaction purpose. And here school means what? They navigate from one place to another in a group. Wherever they go in a group. Okay. Now what is this sea turtle? Everyone have seen this? Okay. Everyone know what is tortoise. Okay. It is a part of that only, because fish also having many species. We cannot say that only sea turtle is there one. They are turtle means what? Only not a sea turtle. It is not same. We are having many species of the turtle, of the various fishes and all. Now this is what jellyfish. They are having more than 200 species. Okay. All fishes we cannot cover it in one topic. It's very vast. It's very huge because it's a topic of ocean. So few things I have tried to show you. So you will be knowing about it, and it is a mesmerized beauty. Okay. What is this? Now see, frog. Everyone know what is frog. We see maximum times in the rainy season. Okay, mainly we see in rainy season. But basically, have you ever thought that there is a frog in water also? Okay, so now just see how it looks. It's a hairy frog fish. You know, it looks weird, but it's there. You can just search out later on. Okay, this is a crab. What is this? This is a crab. Now I just want to tell you that you won't believe the fact this 80 crab is blind. Okay, you will be you will be, you know, it's astonishing fact, and you will be surprised to know that yes, this 80 crab is blind. So now you will say, "Okay, teacher, how it see then, and how it catches its prey, how it's navigate?" So dear students, now just look at this hairs, yellow pale color hairs, this one. Now what is this yellow pale color hairs? This helps them to detect them with the senses. One word I will use, that discern. They discern the at their vicinity. What's going on? Where is the prey? And when this crab is small enough or young enough, these hairs does not grow too much. But when it comes to the adulthood, these hairs becomes long, and it helps them to detect with their senses. For example, we can say the squirrel. Everyone know what is squirrel. So squirrel have the senses in her tail. Her tail is bulgy, bouncy, and that conduct of all the senses. From that, same way this 80 crab is blind, but he has his maximum senses power with this yellow pale color hairs. Now this everyone is knowing, dolphins. Dolphins are really amicable. These are the amicable fish. Amicableness, they are friendly with others, with the human being. And this is a shark. Now shark is also having much species. You cannot say that every shark comes and bite you. Okay, sharks also has many species: killer shark, white shark, then many more names are there. You can just search out. Dolphins are very active, and they really communicate with some kind of sound. They use the radar system. Their ecosystem is very powerful. They can detect the noise from far away, as same like elephant. Okay, now this is a ribbon eel. What is the meaning of ribbon, dear students? Do you know what is ribbon? Girls, especially girls, when they tie their hairs with a braid, you know, plaits, they are making the plaits. So while they after completing their plaits, they used to tie the ribbon. Okay, girls might be knowing this shape of ribbon very well. So the ribbon eel is a kind of eel. Eel is also having species more than 3,000 species. So electric eels are there, ribbon eels are there, and it's really looks like a ribbon. Okay. Now see some facts I have gathered about, just to tell you. At birth, they begin life as a males. I think all you understand the genders, male and females. So ribbon eels, what the fact it consists of? At birth, they begin life as males and they mature and make them switch. Switch means changes and become female. This is the astonishing fact about the ribbon eel, and it is having a toxic skin. Toxic means venomous. They contain poison. Okay, that is called toxic. Electric eel. Now this is the most, you can say, the deadliest. Why? Because it contains 600, I will just tell you the facts, but just see the body. You can see the little holes on the body of this eel. It's long also. The grown up eel is very long. It is about 6 feet, and it looks a little bit strange. Now see, here is the fact about the electric eels. It can produce shock. Electric shock, you everyone know how it appears. So it yields, even if it is a fish, it can produce a shock upward up to 500 to 600 volts. It's too high. Okay, it's too high voltage. Second, even we call them eels, but they aren't actually eels. They are actually from knife fish family. Knife, everyone know. We cut vegetables and chop everything at our house with the help of knives. So this is also one kind of species of the electric eels. Now they are mostly blind and use electric pulses to navigate and night food. Now see, electric pulses means what? Now we have seen, 1 minute. I will just show you. These are the dots. These are the dots on the eel body. So it contains the pulses, which help them to detect with the senses and navigate from one place to another. Okay. Now this is leafy sea dragon. You might have seen many movies of dragon, correct? On Star movies, Sony Pics and all. So dragon movies, children's you like very much. But now see, have you ever thought about it? Have you ever imagined that there is a leafy sea dragon? There might be. Yeah, but it's there. It's there. This is a leafy sea dragon, and these all tentacles. It's, it's a vertebrate spine. It contains poison. It's a venomous. Okay, so defeat others. Now this is a clownfish. Now regarding clownfish, I want to tell you, there was one movie, Finding Nemo. So that movie is connected to this fish. If some of them they have seen this movie, they might be knowing this fish. It is there in the movie character also. So this is clownfish and this is leafy dragon. Okay, okay. Now see, what is this fish name? Mahi mahi. Is it strange? Yeah, something different, unique. Mahi mahi fish. Now you can see the body of the fish is very shiny. Now why I'm showing all these creatures to you? They are found at the deep down of the ocean. This is a mahi mahi fish, and the skin of this fish is yellowish and bluish, shiny color. Now, what is the fact of this fish? I want to tell you. When this fish die, immediately it turns black, dark color. That is a natural fact. It's a cunning natural beauty, but that is a fact. When it dies, so the shiny skin of this mahi mahi turns immediately black. Okay. Scorpion fish. Everyone knows scorpion. Now, scorpion most of the time, maximum, we find it in the desert area. Correct? We have seen in the Mummy Return and movies and all, scorpion is there, Scorpion King and all it's showing. But now, have you ever imagined there might be scorpion fish? Yeah, it's there. And it is 10 centimeter and 4 inches. It is written over there. You can just look at the screen. Okay. Now this is a slug. This is called a sea slug. And whatever you are seeing, these lights, it's natural glowing at the tentacles. Okay. They are having more than 3,000 species. Okay. Okay. They are colorblind. Colorblind means they cannot detect colors. Okay. Hmm. Now this is also sea slug. It's weird because what I told you previously, 3,000 species it is having. So 3,000 species means their shapes are different, their colors are different, their movements are different, everything is different. Only the thing, their name is common. Okay. Now see, oarfish. Oarfish is what? Just the description it is there below. It is the longest bony fish. It lives at the depth of 650 to 3,300 feet down, and it feeds on plankton and tiny fishes. Tiny means small fishes. This is a giant crab. Okay, now students, this is very interesting. You can search out and get more details. But how much I have just searched out, I have gathered and I will just tell you. Sea bass box jellyfish, the most deadliest jellyfish in the world and the most deadly creatures on the planet. It carries enough venom in its tentacles. These are the tentacles. So much venom it carries in the tentacle that it can kill 60 people. Can you imagine? Okay, it's astonishing fact. Next is jellyfish. Jellyfish is also having many species. Octopus. Okay, now octopus, it's a little bit weird to observe, but it has fun facts like it is having 8 arms. Okay, have 3 hearts, blue blood, and it's boneless. Have 9 brains. You can just write down it as a GK. So this is also a knowledgeable thing. Octopus, we cannot ever think that how it can have the 8 arms. We know very well because the movements itself shows us that it is having 8 arms. But see, 3 hearts, and it is having blue blood. It is boneless, and it is too boneless that even in such a small gap also it can move from one place to another because he can mold its body in any directions and in any way, and it's boneless. That's why what I'm saying, that from such a small gap also it can move, it can slip away. Why? Because it is a boneless. As other living things they cannot do, those who are having vertebrate. Okay. And last one, it what? It's having 9 brains. Think about it. We are having only one. You know very well. Okay, fine. Starfish. Starfish means it is having a shape of star. That's why it is called as a starfish. Blue dragon and transparent fish. Transparent fish itself, it comes to know by the name. It is we can see the vertebrate also. That much transparent it is. Porcupine fish or puffer blue fish. Now whatever thorns you can see here, that contains poison. Okay, so to defeat others or to catch its prey, it uses its poisonous stings. Now when it puffers himself means what? Something dangerous. But when it comes back to the normal position means it can blow its body and come back to the normal position. Now the largest of all animal is the blue whale. Everyone know this. You can imagine here, just detect, this is a ship and this is a whale. You can see the changes in the size. Okay, now whale, the largest animal. Okay, the bottom of the ocean is known as ocean floor. Floor means what? The base area, the plain area. The ocean floor is not flat. As I have told you before, we are staying, we are living on the land. The land is not flat. Ups and downs, mountains, forest, everything we can see. Same way it is there below the ocean. So just as we see mountains, valleys, and plains on land, there are mountains and plain, also deep trenches in the ocean floor. See here. This is your textual image, so you'll come to know perfectly. See, this is a land. This is the ocean. Whole it is the ocean. It is the ocean water island. Now can you see here? It's not plain. Here somewhere it is plain. Here it is an island. Here it is an ocean water. Here it is a trench. Now what is the meaning of trench? Trench means it is a long, narrow, deep space in the ocean water base. Here you will come to know exact appropriate thing. Now here it is shown as a beach where we are visiting. Okay, just for the amusement purpose, we visit there. We just go only till max to max, we go near the shoreline. Okay, beach and shoreline is just familiar to us, but you can, if you'll go beyond to it, it comes so many things over here. An island. Island is what? Top of the mountain rises out. Now these all things, it's just for the knowledgeable part. It's not there in your textbook. Just you look at your beach, shoreline, and the island. Okay, this is an island. I will just show one more pic so you'll get an idea. Now, what is the definition of island? A piece of land surrounded by water is called an island. See, this is the island. It is a land and it is all surrounded by water. It is called island. Okay, children, you can just note down in your book the World Ocean Day. It is celebrated on 8th June. Okay, so on 8th June, you can say the importance of the day, that it is celebrated as World Ocean Day. You can note down in your book. Later on, I will ask you the questions. This is a giant squid. Okay. You can see these videos of fish on YouTube. So you'll come to know how the movements takes place. Okay. Now these are the your things to do from your textbook. I will ask the question. If you want to answer, you can answer in the chat box. Okay. I will just read it out. The sea is very deep. Is it true or false? Those who want to answer, they can reply. The sea is very deep. Yeah, it's true. There aren't any plants in the sea. Means the question is what? There are no plants. Is it correct? No. So the answer is false. The blue whale lives in the sea. Yeah, correct. It's true. Now this answer, even if you are not giving, I am explaining that it's okay because it's your exercise. The blue whale is the largest of all the animal in the sea. I have shown you in the image. True. Deep down in the ocean, there is no sunlight. Okay, true. The ocean floor is flat. I have shown you the image. Is it that flat? No. So it is false. There are mountains under the ocean water. True. An island is a mountain top that rises out of the ocean water. It is true. Describe the following. It is like an definition given in one line because you can by heart it very well. What is an ocean? A very big sea is called an ocean. And what is an ocean floor? The bottom of the ocean is known as ocean floor. An island, a mountain top that rises out of the ocean water is known as island. Student, you can just write down this question. This is for your homework. I will just wait for a while. Write it down. Name two venomous fishes. Name any two water resources or water bodies. Any of the two, which you may know. Name the largest animal of the ocean. Name the largest ocean. On which day World Ocean Day is celebrated? How much percentage of our planet covered with water? This you can search out anywhere and you can write it down. And suppose if you know, you can write it down the answers now only. Otherwise, take the help of your elder one. If you're writing, I'm just waiting for that. Over? Okay, fine. So what, I hope you all have understood the topic, correct? It was really interesting and I hope you have understood. And thanks for listening me with the patience. Okay, thank you very much.